prescribes, but when they hear of upgrade superhuman, they say, I hope I'll be dead before that happens. A friend once told me that what he fears most about growing old is becoming irrelevant, turning into a nostalgic old woman who cannot understand the world around her and contribute much to it. This is what we fear collectively as a species when we hear of superhuman. We sense that in such a world, our identity, our dreams, and even our fears will be irrelevant, and we will have nothing more to contribute. Whatever you are today, be it a devout Hindu cricket player or an aspiring lesbian journalist. In an upgraded world, you will feel like a Neanderthal hunter in Wall Street. You won't belong. The Neanderthal didn't have to worry about Nasdaq, since they were sealed from it by tens of thousands of years. Nowadays, however, our world of meaning might collapse within decades. You cannot count on death to save you from becoming completely irrelevant. Even if gods don't walk our street by 2100s, the attempt to upgrade Homo sapiens is likely to change the world beyond recognition in this century. Scientific research and technological development are moving at a far faster rate than most of us can grasp. If you speak with an expert, many of them will tell you that you are still very far away from genetically engineered babies or human-level artificial intelligence. But most experts think on a timescale of academic grant and college jobs. Hence, very far away may mean 20 years. One never may denote no more than 50. I still remember the day I first came across the internet. It was back in 1993. When I was in high school, I went with a couple of buddies to visit our friend Ido, who is now a computer scientist. We want to play table tennis. Ido was already a huge computer fan, and before opening the ping pong table, he insisted on showing us the latest wonder. He connected the phone cable to his computer and pressed some keys. For a minute, all we could hear was squeak, shriek, and buzz, and then silence. It didn't succeed. We mumbled and grumbled, but Ido tried again, and again, and again. At last, he gave a whoop and announced that he had managed to connect his computer to the central computer at the nearby university. And what's there on the central computer? We asked. Well, he admitted, there was nothing there yet, but you could put all kinds of things there. Like what? We questioned. I don't know, he said. All kinds of things. It didn't sound very promising. We went to play ping pong, and for the following weekend, enjoy a new pastime, making fun of our idol, ridiculous idea. That was less than 25 years ago, at the time of writing. Who knows what will come to pass 25 years from now? That's why more and more individual, organizations, corporations, and governments are taking very seriously the quest for immortality, happiness, and godlike powers. Insurance companies, pension funds, health system, and financial ministry are already aghast at the jump in life expectancy. People are living much longer than expected, and there is not enough money to pay for their pensions and medical treatment. As 70 threaten to become a new 40, experts are calling to raise the retirement age and to restructure the entire job market. When people realize how fast we are rushing toward the great unknown, and that they cannot count even on death to shield them from it, their reaction is to hope that somebody will hit the brake and slow us down. But we cannot hit the brake for several reasons. Firstly, nobody knows where the brakes are. While some experts are familiar with development in one field, such as artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, big data, and genetics, no one is an expert on everything. No one is therefore capable of connecting all the dots and seeing in full picture. Different fields influence one another in such intricate ways that even the best mind cannot fathom how breakthrough in artificial intelligence might impact nanotechnology or vice versa. Nobody can absorb all the latest scientific discoveries. Nobody can predict how the global economy will look in 10 years. And nobody has a clue where we are heading in such a rush. Since no one understands the system anymore, no one can stop it. Secondly, if we somehow succeed in hitting the brake, our economy will collapse, along with our society. As explained in a later chapter, the modern economy needs constant and indefinite growth in order to survive. If growth ever stops, the economy won't settle down to some cozy equilibrium. It will fall to pieces. That's why capitalism encourages us to seek immortality, happiness, and divinity. There's a limit to how many shoes we can wear, how many cars we can drive, and how many skiing holidays we can enjoy. The economy builds the everlasting growth needs an endless project, just like the quest for immortality, bliss, and divinity. Well, if we need an endless project, why not settle for bliss and immortality and at least put aside the frightening quest for Superman powers? Because it's inextricable from the other two. When you develop bionic legs that enable paraplegics to walk again, you can also use the same technology to upgrade healthy people. And you discover how to stop memory losing among older people. The same treatment might enhance the memory of the young. No clear line separates healing from upgrading. Medicine almost always begins by saving from people falling below the norm, but the same tools and know-how can then be used to surpass the norm by grabbing life as a treatment for blood pressure problem. To the surprise and delight of Pfizer, the transpired that Viagra can also overcome impotence, enable millions of men to regain normal sexual ability. But soon enough men who had no important problem in the first place begin using the same pill to surpass the norm and acquire sexual powers they never had before. What happened to particular drugs can also happen to the entire field of medicine. Modern plastic surgery was born in the First World War. The Harold Gillis began treating facial injuries in the Aldershot military hospital. When the war was over, surgeons discovered that the same technique could also turn perfectly healthy but ugly nose into more beautiful specimens. Through plastic surgery continued to help the sick and the wounded, it devoted increasing attention to upgrading the healthy. Nowadays, plastic surgery makes millions in private clinics whose explicit the sole aim is to upgrade the health and beautify the wealthy. The same might happen the